Over the last year, I've accumulated a number of different professional experiences. I wanted to gain experience in a wide range of different areas. This is important for me as next year I am planning on taking a year out in industry. Using this module, I now have a clearer idea of the route I want to take for my year out in industry. In preparation for this module, I worked at Boon Edam, an international revolving door company, within the marketing department. I've always been interested in marketing, and this gave me a great opportunity to see it in real life practice. I worked on a range of strategic projects. I also undertook a photography project where I documented a range of products in real life case studies. I had a wide range of tasks that challenged me. I had to stay motivated and produce work of a high standard that met the deadlines. I developed new skills in marketing. However, the creative side was much more of interest to me, and so I used this knowledge to steer me in a more creative path for the work experience in this module. In thinking about this side of industry, myself and a small group of other students thought about holding an exhibition to showcase Level 2 students' work. This involved organisation, marketing, setup and curation to come together to form one collaborative exhibition. We began by organising the exhibition. I found that by having only a few leaders, it allowed decisions to be made promptly, meaning that the exhibition planning would move forward on schedule. For marketing, using my previous knowledge and advice from others, we designed flyers to prompt interest about the exhibition. As leaders, we understood that the workload to set up an exhibition would be great, and so we delegated some roles to other students. This allowed the exhibition setup and organisation to run smoothly. I learnt that good communication skills were vital. It was important to be clear about what was required and any deadlines that had to be met to ensure that the work was done correctly and on time. It allowed us as leaders to utilise everyone's skills as we all have different strengths. I really enjoyed the curation of the exhibition as it involved a more editorial side of exhibition work. We had to work with a wide range of different bodies of work and exhibit them in a way that complemented each other. The exhibition was a great success. We overcame many problems and learnt that it was very important to plan well in advance to ensure a smooth exhibition setup. The experience was very valuable as it helped me to develop my delegation skills as well as improving my teamwork and planning skills. My photo book, The River Sherborne, is a body of work that has already been assessed for another module. However, it can be seen as relevant for this module as it joined the Natural Collection, where I had the privilege of it being sent to Australia to be exhibited. By having my work exhibited, it gave me a boost in my confidence as I could see myself being recognised as a professional. One skill that I learnt from this experience was to be critical and objective when looking at picture editorial work. Both in my own work and looking at other photographers' work, such as when working on the collaborative student exhibition, has taught me a lot about how to view work, and now I can transfer these skills onto other jobs. I undertook a range of freelance photography jobs. I worked with Gallery Direct, who I've worked with previously. For this brief, Gallery wanted me to capture the atmosphere and buzz of a furniture event at the NEC. I worked with the team who I've worked with previously to photograph the event. While the subject of the work was not of the highest interest to me, I still demonstrated professionalism by providing a high standard of photography for my client. I recently visited India. I wanted to try out documentary photography in a new place and culture. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could set my own brief and produce a strong body of work. My imagery looks at how India contrasts to the UK, looking at the people and the culture. The project is still ongoing, with the aim of producing a photo book. I will use my skills and experience from previous curation work to help me with this. We'd all love to photograph what we want, but realistically this does not always offer a stable career. I can demonstrate that I can follow briefs for commissioned work, like Gallery Direct. However, I feel I am unlikely to pursue a career as a freelance photographer. I worked alongside an ITV videographer for a project for Nano Foundation. The biggest thing I took away from the job was the knowledge of the videographer. Even though he was not part of the company, he knew a lot about their practice, and it was clear he'd spent a lot of time with them prior to filming. This links back to the manifesto work. We mentioned know your industry well. From this work experience, I now realise it's not only important to know your industry, but it's also important to know your client and the company you work for to give a better outcome. I will use this knowledge now in future work. I decided to return back to a more editorial side of photography, as this is where I had the most interest. I gained experience working with Capture Limited, a digital asset management company. I worked on a number of jobs involving management of image content. This work showed me a different side of picture editorial work, looking at a more online basis rather than for publications. As much as I learned a lot, I did not find it as interesting as work I had done previously for my photo book and the exhibition setup. Therefore, I feel I would not pursue this type of digital photographic editorial work in my career. This module has been invaluable, as next year I am planning to take a year out in industry. I now have a clearer understanding of the career route I want to take, working within the editorial and curation sector of industry. To accompany my applications for internships and placements, I've created an online portfolio. This combines a range of my photographic work, showcasing the different genres and styles I can work within, as well as linking to my other social media platforms and my academic work. From assignment 1 and the interviews I carried out for the manifesto, it helped me gain an understanding of what it was to be professional. However, actually working with several different professionals for this assignment has helped me to develop this understanding still further. Even though some of the work I have undertaken is not what I want to pursue as a career, all of the experiences in this module has been invaluable, as it has helped me to improve and develop my key professional skills that are now transferable across different careers.